Next, I'm going to call up Tom Wolf to say a few words. Y'all put your hands together for Tom.
Good morning. All right. So, look, San Francisco at one point, about 30 years ago, was a leader in the recovery community. You had detoxes all over the place. You had places that you could go to lay down your head if you were sick and you needed help to overcome addiction. In that 30-year time, San Francisco's reputation from being a leader on the West Coast in recovery has changed to one of being a leader in overdose deaths and the drug crisis in San Francisco. This group right here, all of us, the recovery community, it's time for us to rise up again in San Francisco. It's time for us to take over the conversation and change the narrative around solutions to what's happening on our streets right now. And we know that it's all rooted in recovery for us because all of us have been there at one point. We've either been on the street, we've either been in jail, we've been in prison, or our lives have become so unmanageable that we have lost everything. Yet we are all standing here as living proof that recovery is possible. That you can come all the way back from the street and stand here today and call for changes and have political leaders from our city standing with you, calling for changes and calling for us to support recovery. Right now in San Francisco, there's somewhere between 4,000 and 8,000 people out on the street. Many of them are struggling with addiction and untreated mental illness. San Francisco right now has maybe 2,000 beds altogether available to help those that are struggling. And many of them aren't even sanctioned by the Department of Public Health. In fact, only about 500 of them are sanctioned by the Department of Public Health. We need deep investments in drug treatment and recovery services from the beginning. From stabilization and detox beds, all the way through permanent recovery housing, which is what Assemblyman Haney is arguing today on the Assembly floor in Sacramento about. Many people don't think that policy matters, but drug policy and homeless policy actually matters a great deal. We can come here and we can talk and we can meet as a group and we can advocate, but until we can get more leaders behind us to advocate for more pragmatic solutions to the drug issue on our street, things aren't going to get better. For those of us in recovery, we know the truth. We know that accountability is one of the cornerstones of recovery. If you're in recovery, you know that at some point in your life, you had to own the things that you did in your addiction. It's the key to your freedom. It's the key to all of our freedom. And right now we have people in the drug policy community and in the harm reduction community, they're saying, no, you don't have to own any of that. It's okay. And that's a mistake. We all want to work together. We all want to partner together. We know that recovery and harm reduction are not in opposition, although oftentimes it seems that it is. But they need to understand, just like they've been telling us, that there are certain elements that they have removed from this process of recovery that have made it nearly impossible for someone to come from a tent on the street to standing here today. So we as the recovery community must change that. It's up to us. So today we're going to take this message to nationally. It's no longer just a local thing in San Francisco. We're going to start talking about this on a national platform in Washington, D.C. In 2 weeks, I'll be in Washington, D.C. meeting with our U.S. senators, meeting with our congressmen, demanding that they fund and support more programs to promote treatment and recovery. That's the key to unlock all those policies and unlock all that funding to help raise up cities like San Francisco so they can once again be a beacon of recovery in this country. Thank you. Yes.